franchise history, finally able to step through the door, and now on the precipice of their first ever NFL title.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've had their share of success in this game, in this new millennium. 2 wins over the Patriots, but this is a new group looking to make their mark.
Yeah, you think about Eli Manning, Michael Strahan, Victor Cruz. That group's moved on. This is a new group of Giants trying to leave their legacy on New York football.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they'll go again with ETN to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
The kick by McManus is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hodgins in motion. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Flush to his right. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Hodgins in motion. On 3rd down, Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Jones looking to change the play. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl. A nice moment. And also a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on. Bring people to life. Make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete. To
throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now they go screen. It's Barkley hit in the ball past 3. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And so the last 3. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. Maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now ETN to start the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he's up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
ETN looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. One more time with ETN. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jags are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now it's 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. That one finds Hyatt. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Jones' throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Jones on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Lawrence will throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Now he's free at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hodgins in motion. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen, from his outside linebacker spot, gets him down there for a loss of 4.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal. Jones. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. In motion, Slayton. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Etienne once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Etienne. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. In motion, Slayton. They'll go to Barkley again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They come up with one timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing Jones.
They'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 1st down.
Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Jones.
This is caught by Robinson. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Now 1st and goal. Now Jones going to change it up here. To throw is Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and goal coming up here. Jones.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Hodgins.
A 5-yard touchdown. And
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Setting up to be a finish for the ages here. All tied in the final minutes of the Super Bowl as the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Jones. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action, Lawrence.
Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Jones' turn in overtime.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones
Connects with Slayton.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Jones now throwing on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Working from a 7-point deficit here in overtime of this Super Bowl. And remember, they'll need to score before time runs out as they work on second down.
Throwing Jones.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
Anything short of a 1st down ends this ball game. Here's 4th down. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. They say out of bounds. A little bit of 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll